I'm Faith McKinney with ICIndymag.com, and I'm here with Bishop T. Garrett Benjamin Jr., and we're here at Light of the World Church for the 41st Annual Ecumenical Service for the IBE, Indiana Black Expo. Dr. Benjamin, how are you?
It's good to see you. I know that, Faith, I understand that that's a mouthful when you have to put all those words together.
It sure is.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good to see you.
Thank you. Now, we recently lost one of our bishops, Bishop Tyson. What is the legacy of his passing, and who do you think will carry it on?
Well, you know, his children are involved, which is good. His son has already become the pastor of his church. So Bishop Tyson made for an orderly transition. And, you know, you can't have success without a successor. So he, I think, did a very wise thing in preparing the congregation by using his children really as the next wave for that wonderful church. As you know, Bishop Tyson was a very dear, dear friend of mine, and my heart actually is broken. He was one of the great generals in the army of the Lord, and actually we've lost two wonderful generals, if you will, you know, and Landrum Shields, who used to pastor Witherspoon and then started the Covenant Church. We had his funeral here just recently, and now right on the heels of that, Bishop Tyson. So, you know, one thing that Bishop Tyson was really all about, and that was he loved people, and he was bigger than his denomination. And I used to preach there often, and people said that, well, if you weren't apostolic, then you couldn't get in there. That was not true. He was very open and very, very honest and very much a man of integrity. Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Yeah. Now, IBE, Indiana Black Expo, sets a very unique tone and atmosphere for our people here in Indianapolis. And in light of what occurred last year, what role does the ecumenical service tonight play in setting a tone for a brighter summer celebration?
Well, for the last 25 years, this service has been held at Light of the World Christian Church. It's been a tradition. It's an annual event. We look forward to it. The community looks forward to it. The main thing is that we're saying, well, you know, how do you begin a celebration of black culture? Our faith, our religion, our culture is based on prayer. And I think so much of who we are and what we do is related to how we relate to the God who has brought us this far. So what Expo tries to do is the first, let's say, formal event is the prayer service tonight, the annual event. And I think it brings people together of all different stripes, all different backgrounds, but it brings us together to say we can't win this battle without prayer, and we're fighting the battle from our knees. So there's been, you know, some things that have happened even within the last year that Expo knows how important it is to put prayer as a priority. So that's really what it's all about. It's really about saying, you know, when it's all said and done, when the entertainment is over and all of that, we began on the right note. We began on prayer.
Outstanding. Now, Bishop, what is your fondest memory of an ecumenical service, or what stands out most?
Well, you know, we've had just a vast array of basically inspirational stars. I mean, you know, we've had the Jesse Jacksons, and we've had the Al Sharptons, and we've had all of the great preachers across the country, even back to Gardner Taylor. We've had I could name 15 or 20 people who people would recognize. So one of the real joys that really just keeps coming to my heart is that the service has always been so consistent, always uplifting, always positive, and always ecumenical. And that means basically that it's a diverse service, diverse denominations, diverse churches. People come from all different. We have, you know, Catholics and Methodists and Baptists and Pentecostals and disciples, and we have Muslims that come, and all of us come together to celebrate our culture. And so when you talk about the importance and the kind of thing that I remember is that consistency has set the tone for Indiana Black Expo. If you want a little humorous side, I think probably the thing that I remember the most was trying to get Charles Williams here on time. The founder of, founding president of Indiana Black Expo was my dear friend, and may he rest in peace, but he was hard to get here on time. He got here, always made his final remarks, etc., but that's what I remember, just kind of pushing and prodding Charles Williams. But other than that, this has been one wonderful journey. Expo must be protected. It must be preserved. Of course, with every administration, there are going to be changes. We have to learn how to endure those changes, embrace those changes, and go forward. Because if we, as a culture, lose Expo here in Indianapolis, we really won't have a whole lot outside of our individual churches. And what this did was bring so many people together from all different parts of the city.
So in order to keep Indiana Black Expo relevant, who do you see carrying on the tradition for IBE?
Well, I think that, I'm one of those people that ultimately believes that the power comes from the bottom up and not the top down. So I just think that the people in Indianapolis, I think the young people, we've got to just get the message across that this is theirs. They can't tear it up. They can't mess it up. They can't destroy it, because we're going to be looking to them for the leadership and how important it is that we maintain a peaceful and a progressive expo.
So for tonight, what message do you want to send to the people of Indiana and the African American people all over through this ecumenical service?
Peace, power, and lots of love.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Bishop. I'm Faith McKinney with ICIndymag.com. Follow me.